Tech companies are closer to our life more than ever today, especially in this pandemic time. People learn, people work, or buying or selling things. People deliver their favorite food from their favorite restaurant to their tabletop with services delivered by this tech company. That is why we all believe that tech company is highly influential to our life today and bring a lot of good things to our society. That is why tech company is really important today. And it also marked the trend of mergers and acquisition within the tech industry, as the first speaker of the side proposition has stated before. Yes, this rising trend is what the other side of the house regrets. We do not regret this, and we will explain it in our point. And before that, we will deliver our rebuttal for some point that the first speaker of the proposition team stated. First, small platform markup prices. This is just a nonsensical thing a company will do if they see a competitors that provide the same service and sell it on a smaller prices. How come a sensible business owner will mark up their prices? That is just a not wise thing to do, and that is why this argument is valid. And second, go-to investment does affect other company that they will not hire new worker. These things are untrue because we believe that the side proposition want to refer the other company as Grab, because Grab is one of the most great rival of Gojek, in which they are often talk together. And the most people work there are not the office worker but the driver that drive or sending thing, and they are not hired. They are coming to them to perform or sign a partnership because their connection with their company is not an employer and employee but as a business partner, and therefore making this argument is untrue. And coming to our point on this trends of mergers and acquisition within the tech industry. Yes, companies are merging more than ever, and also small or middle company are emerging more than ever. These big companies are coming from small middle company like Gojek and Tokopedia, for example. They are coming from a small startup that they manage to find investors to invest on their new idea, on invest on the new services in which they are successfully doing it, and they are one of the most successful example of tech startup today, and their consolidation into one group are one of the monumental thing for tech startup and also for the world of business. Yes, mergers are really needed right now to consolidate power and grow together, because the competitiveness of this tech industry is highly competitive between the big companies and also small companies to small companies. They are competing with each other, and that is why we believe mergers and acquisition are really good to support a better environment of tech industry in which the companies can grow together and thus providing a better service for us, the customers. We have two arguments on this. On first, how will the mergers and acquisition will benefit companies, and second, why it is okay to have a monopolization in tech industry, and information like monopolization is the main problem of this debate. First, how will it benefit the small company? We have two scenarios of the mergers and acquisition. Mergers, we make it as a two companies merging into one, and acquisition is a bigger company buying a small company. We can talk about mergers. Mergers means the companies, they are joining together, and that they see like they have the same services or maybe complementary services, that if they working together they will provide a better service for the customer. Yes, it is true, and we believe that Gojek and Goto will also not only benefit themselves but also for the workers, for the customer, and for the merchant. Like the customer, they can buy and sell or deliver thing from Tokopedia and Gojek in just one platform, and the driver, they can have more job by delivering product by the Tokopedia merchant, and the merchant, they can sell thing more easier and deliver thing more easier using the service provided by Gojek, and that is why it is highly beneficial for them. And in the scenario of acquisition, the big company acquisition a small company. In the acquisition term, it is not an easy decision to do, because they need an evaluation on what company need to be owned. The company to have a good service and have a great prospect in the future that their service will be a large market used by large amount of people, and will bring benefits to many people, and also bring profit to the company as well. And we believe if the small company lose their ownership, whether it is partial or full ownership owned by the big company, we believe they have benefits also. First, they will have an exposure, and second, they will have money to start their business, or thirdly, they can work together in the big company. And first, why exposure is highly important? Because if a big company buy a small company, that means that the service is good and needed by people, and those people who have the idea, they need to be acknowledged by the society, in which our world today does not recognize much founder of Instagram or Snapchat or Twitter. We also know their service, but if these people, they have an exposure from the bigger company, so that they can develop more on our second scenario, in which they can grow together or having more money. If they do not work together with the company, they will receive money from the payment of the company. They can start a new company and creating more profit for themselves and bringing more innovation in this highly innovative industry, in which the tech industry. And about growing together, yes, about acquisition, this tech industry is a highly collaborative industry, and we can collaborate with everyone, and it stated that this tech industry is one of the best workplace in the world, and that is why it is very beneficial not only for the company but also the previous owner. And second, why it is important to, well, not important, why it is okay to monopolize in the tech industry. We believe, as we said earlier, tech industry is not only on one type of thing. It can be used for service, for work for technological, computational technology, and also for communication and other kind of services in the tech industry. We believe that monopolization in each branches of the technological industry is important in order to them for more diversified product and services, in order to bring more profit to them, and also bringing a better service, as we said earlier on the Gojek and Tokopedia merger. That is why we are proud to oppose